for one of the chairs.
Was that one?
Do you still have it?
Maybe yes.
There's a wheel that's missing on this chair. That's why.
A screw's missing. A wheel's missing.
That's what happened.
All righty. Mike. Yep. How I found out Jeffrey was listening one day and said, "Switch the mic, Eve. It sounds better." I'm like, okay, real quick. Okay, let me find Nuestra's page.
I could use it. Yeah.
You can use who? Oh, we can use some air? Is that what you said? It's a little warm in here, isn't it? That was me. Yeah. We're having a special guest coming up, guys. Buenos dias, my Facebookers and YouTubers. I'll be running a little. I won't say I won't be running late. I'll just get there when I get there, right, Juanito? You guys want to dance? Right on, let one. What? Change chairs. He could have just changed stuff. Okay. Yeah. You ready, one?
I'm ready.
Juan, I don't see you. There we go. Yep. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Aquí feliz sábado. Saturday, Juan.
It is Saturday.
All day long.
Yes. Yeah. How did you figure that out?
I just looked at your clock. Big old clock. Can't miss it. Juan needs a clock to tell time.
This is also my...
There's a clock up there. There's a clock there. There's
from
a
the
clock
heart
everywhere.
clock.
From your who?
From the heart.
Oh. Okay. Buenos días, Juanito. ¿Cómo estás?
I am incredible because you know what? There's another parade taking place today.
Yeah, and that's where you're going to be, right?
En la ciudad de Hammond, Indiana, ¿verdad?
Así es que hoy nos vamos a dividir una vez más. One more time, we're going to divide
could have been
ourselves.
in the parade, right?
Well, so I was invited
on the East Chicago parade, and we're going to miss out on the Hammond parade as Nuestra because HHCC will be in the parade, but not Nuestra Comunidad, Northwest Indiana.
Okay. So, it's a beautiful day.
Yes.
And you got your coffee? Did you have your coffee? Look what I got. I got me a nice cup. I just pray that I don't leave it anywhere because the last cups that I've lost, I left them in church.
Does it fit in your car?
Yes, it does.
Cup holder?
Yes. And I got this really inexpensive. Look at the
price.
$7.
Is that your favorite color?
Part of it,
somewhat
close to it.
So
It's got
you don't have to
lock.
open up the lid?
No,
right?
Look, it's got the lock so it won't spill.
Yeah.
Unlock it. It still won't spill until you release it. Oh, man.
If I wanted to taste that,
Cheers.
Would that be 90 proof?
No, 100% proof. Coffee.
You know what I mean.
No creamer today. I ran out of cream, and so I just got coffee and sugar. Sure. That's it. So, salud. Cheers to you guys. The views expressed by the host and the callers of the show, not necessarily the views of WLTH Radio Management, owns and sponsors and advertisers. Can you say that all in one breath, Juan?
Yeah, right.
I think you need to breathe first,
I can say
right?
it in 2 seconds.
A ver, let's see, counting.
I'm sorry.
Ay, Juan, tú de veras. So, it's 7 minutes after the hour, if that's correct. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's like way ahead, so we can't go by that.
10:07 according to
10:07
to the.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo amaneciste tú, Juan?
Great. I woke
Amaneciste despierto. You woke up awake.
7.
You woke up at 7?
Yeah.
Time to go to sleep.
And Eve, can I ask you something?
Sure. Maybe answer my question
first. Mailbox today?
I will after I leave.
Okay.
I checked it yesterday.
All right.
Nothing for you. If you want to send us mail, P.O. Box 869, East Chicago, Indiana, 46312. Did you get that? Did you get that? So we're looking at all different directions because we got YouTube going on. We got the stream going on. Is it on? We got no. Oh,
Just audio.
just the audio. Oh, well, that's good. I don't have to look at one more camera. So we got two to look at. One, you look at that one. I look at this one. You want to do that? Since we've been splitting for the last 3 weeks, you go to one event and I go to another event. So I'm hosting the event today, the Monarch Festival, and I am just excited to be there and just make it happen. Make it. Normalicia, you're making me laugh. That's right. I like that dance step. If you guys are watching, what do you call that? What do you call that on Facebook?
Live.
Play party, watch party. There you go. Watch party. That's what I'm on here. Watch party. Juan, what would you know? What would you know about watch party? You barely know what.
I seen it on my
you
phone.
know?
A watch party.
What is that?
But you know what? A watch party is, for example, what the National Democratic Party wants to get individuals from around the country to have a watch party when they have these debates in their homes.
Yeah. And
So
there was a debate not too long ago, right?
Yeah, and there's one coming up next month.
And so is it getting close to you making a decision who you're going to vote for, Juan? Or are you going to vote, Juan?
Let me tell you this. I get emails from the National Democratic Party, and I guess it looks like they're pushing one certain candidate, which, in my opinion, they shouldn't. They should leave it up to the people to push that favorite candidate.
Well, if they have the right to push, they're going to push, Juan.
Yeah.
You know what they're leaving up to the people? To go and vote. That is the biggest thing. Go and vote. Pónganse a votar, vayan a votar. But you know what? Get educated, people. You know what? The census count, we're talking about it in Illinois and Indiana, and I'm part of both states because I represent the Latinos, and I have to tell you, you got to be counted. You better be counted. Don't be scared.
So are you the only Latino in this country? Are you the only Latino in East Chicago? Are you the only Latino in Hammond? Are you the only Latino in Gary and so forth and so on? No,
Did I say that?
Well, okay.
Did I say that?
Go for it.
How about this?
How about this?
Jesus chose me to do a lot, and that's it.
Can I correct something yesterday? Because yesterday I
Correct
forgot
something you said?
Yeah.
Oh, please hurry.
No. I went to this event on Saturday.
Hey.
Joined the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture to honor the contributions of our 2019 CIBA Awards awardees have made to the Puerto Rican community at the 6th annual Raíces Gala. And you know what, Eve?
What?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Exactly what does
Rápido.
Because someone asked me that was not bilingual. I wasn't exactly sure how to define it. What is the definition of raíces? First of all?
Roots.
Okay.
Roots.
Which I
grassroots.
I was totally off then because I didn't know. Okay.
You just found that out?
Raíces. So roots. Okay.
You're totally off, Juan. Roots. Raíces.
Okay. So
and I'm a grassroots person, and I hope that you are too. And if you are, show it, man.
I could not remember who the other awardee was, and her name right here and right now is Esmeralda Santiago. She is a famous author. She wrote several books. One of them was When I Was Puerto Rican, Almost a Woman. And the other recipient of the CIBA awards was Jimmy Schmitz.
Yes.
So he was there.
I heard him
they both were there.
Espanol.
And he's actually going to be starting in a brand new series coming up on Channel 5. So when he walked into the main dining area real quickly, if I may.
Oh, sure.
The first table he stopped at to sign something that someone gave him in terms of a T-shirt and say, hello, this and that, and people wanted to talk to him and take a picture with him. He was right here on the same table I was at the opposite end. So I wound up taking pictures. I wound up taking video. And then when he spoke at the front stage, I went Facebook Live to share that with our listeners and streamers and so forth for Nuestra Comunidad NWI. So that was Esmeralda Santiago, my friend who lives in Orlando, Miss Zoraida Rios. And she knows who this author is. And so I hope to maybe, Eve, possibly, if we can maybe do this at some point, if me and you can take a little trip to the Puerto Rican Arts and Culture Museum.
Yep.
And also there's the Mexican Arts.
I was supposed to be at the Mexican Fine Arts Museum yesterday. So mis amigos me esperaron y pues me disculpan que no pude estar presente allí con ustedes en el Museo de Artes mexicanas allá en La Villita, no, en Pilsen, perdón, en Pilsen. Ayer fue el comienzo, la cena, el entretenimiento para el Día de los Muertos. Yesterday was the kickoff dinner, reception, what have you, for the kickoff of the Day of the Dead. I don't celebrate the Day of the Dead. I celebrate life every single day. And when I die, you celebrate it. When I die, I'm still gonna be living, But anyway,
shout out to life, right?
That's right. That's the best life that I'm looking forward to, better than this one here. So shout out to those of you that are watching the watch party with EVE, and let's see, Benita and everybody else is on. For some reason, I can't have you guys. Oh, hear you guys. For some reason, they can't hear us, Juan. Is there a problem?
I heard the mic. You told me to lower the volume all the way down.
No.
Would that be it?
No.
Okay.
Maybe it's your phone, Bernita, or anyone that's using social media.
Is that a phone call? No.
I thought you wanted to say something. It's nothing to do with that. So raise your volume. I don't know if it's your phone. Maybe you need to restart it because it's not that one. Because sometimes your volume, and I know it happens to my phone, and my phone is only 2 years old or almost 2. So, the volume goes in and out. So I thank you for joining us today. And we're going to have Victor Gully coming up shortly. He is en route. And my apologies for some sort of delay, me getting to go and check out the butterflies. Check out the butterflies. Juan, what's a monarch butterfly?
A type of butterfly.
Originated from where? Here, pull it up. That's what you got the laptop for, right? Please don't kill the keyboard, the keypad.
No, I got to say something right here and right now.
Okay, say it right there, right now.
Judge orders Trump to testify in 2015 lawsuit. Here's the problem. The Washington Post, I think, is doing a fact check on the president and candidates and so forth. And supposedly, according to this fact check, FACT, the president has made over 10,000 lies.
And
I said this before. And I said this before. No. And I said this before.
I wouldn't even waste my breath.
With all the lies that this president has said or tweeted, the worst thing he can do is go in the court of law, put his hand on the Bible, and say he swears to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help him.
And what you gonna do about it?
And what?
What you gonna do about it, Juan?
That's gonna be.
What can we do about it?
That's gonna be this ultimate downfall because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what the truth is.
You don't know what he knows. He just wants to know what he wants you to know.
You know what?
Juan, you wasting
your breath. He may not be looking at 4 or more years. He may be looking at 5 to 10.
Good. Okay, fine. What are we going to do
about
it?
What is the monarch butterfly?
What are we going to do about it?
Tell us about the monarch.
It's right there in front of you. There, Googled it, and you got it right there. That's why you got the laptop in front of you, right?
So do you want me to read this or what?
Por favor, sí. Okay. A ver, para los que no saben. Well, let's see. What do you think? You know what you're looking at, Juan?
I think you're always beating me.
I'm not beating you. I'm speaking to you. Someone said, Lee Gomez said, you're not yelling or something. You're yelling. Here, okay, I'll tell you what. Let me make it easier for you. And when in doubt.
What happened here?
Oh, your stuff is old. That's what happened. Click cancel.
This is an old laptop that was been refurbished.
Can I go back to the original page? We are teaching technology 101, Google 101. Oh, that's go back to I'm moving it and you're moving it, Juan. Chill, man. Chill the buttons. Okay, just read whatever's up there.
Okay.
Monarch butterfly facts. For those of you that don't know, real quick about monarch butterflies. We're gonna have a festival going on from 11 to 4 in Chicago, Kosciuszko Park. I bet.
Although monarch butterflies may well qualify as one of the most beautiful and majestic of butterflies on the planet today, entomologists, students, and enthusiasts diligently persist with their studies to bring out 7 more interesting facts about them to the world. Here are some of those interesting data. Okay, where is the interesting data? Okay, habitat and species. Among the 2 species of monarch butterflies, the one in North America differs from the one you will find in South America, but the Caribbean is home to both species. You can also see them in Australia, New Zealand, and several islands lying between Australia and is that Tahiti in parts of Europe and in Hawaii. The metamorphosis. The monarch butterflies go through prolonged stages of metamorphosis, starting with its larva or caterpillar, shedding or molting its skin, and amazing 5 times before the pupa stage. You can see a diagram on the monarch life cycle that you can color in here. So the caterpillar may eat its shed skin in 4 of its 5 molts in the stages referred to as instar, INSTAR.
And they're caterpillars at first, and look at what they grow out to be. They bloomed beautifully. So you get the opportunity today. You're not far from here, Chicagoans. It starts at 11 all the way to 4 o'clock, so you have time to come in. And they have different types of, I call them insects, but species, not just butterflies. There's other insects there.
Have you ever held a butterfly in your hands and everything?
Yes, but it's been so long I can't even remember.
Okay.
Is his mic close enough to his mouth? Okay.
I have a loud voice.
Oh, no. ¿De veras?
The important thing is they spend their winter in Mexico.
Thank you, because I hadn't heard you read it yet. Thank you. That's exactly right. So they're on their way to Mexico. We got hundreds, if not thousands, of butterflies heading south, just like the pájaros, the birds, heading south. They look beautiful. I have Mr. Castro, Noel, he is the one that is hosting this event. And this is the 2nd year, if I'm not mistaken. Noel, if you're listening or watching, please post information about it on our Facebook Live so people can go and check it out. I learned a lot. Actually, I was the last one last year sitting there learning from the experts that deal with species of such as the butterflies and Mother Nature, trees and, wildlife and whatnot. So I want to thank Noel for inviting me. Just know that I'm not live at the radio. Last year, I actually called in, remember? And it was cold.
Can I ask you a question
year, but
to
today's
ask
beautiful.
Mr.
Why don't you ask? Noel Castro.
Based upon what Ms. Winter just said, if butterflies go from the United States to Mexico, how can such a tiny little light butterfly make such a trip? And who knows?
If I'm not mistaken, they actually go from Canada.
Thank you. Yes.
So it's from like the highest
way up
point
north.
Of,
Yep.
North America, all the way down to the most
yep.
part of
Yep. So we got somebody that knows here. Thank you.
My question is this: how can such a tiny little light species
dare you ask
go from Canada to the United States or from the United States to Mexico? And who knows that maybe at a very slow motion speed, because I'm sure they don't fly, like an eagle.
How do you think they do it? Juan?
I don't know.
There's only one explanation.
So maybe if
there's
you can
only one explanation. God.
Okay.
That's how. So anyway, our guest just came in and he will be coming on shortly. I'm gonna have him in the middle just so he can get the central attention of things. Buenos dias. Good morning, Vic. How are you?
Find yourself.
Wonderful. Is it raining?
Yes.
Oh no. Está lloviendo. It's raining, guys. Wow. Well, thank you for being here. And on that note, we're going to go for a commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Ahorita regresamos después de estos comerciales.
She couldn't find it.
It's on the screen. She's probably not looking at it. You need a little.
This is yours.
Is that what I wear that with?
I don't know if you wear it. She found it. I don't.
Yeah, I know,
right?
it's one
It's
on
Kelly.
She found it. I know it was there.
She didn't find it earlier.
Okay. Juan, how do we do this to put you on?
I went to the old station, even though you sent me the address to the new one.
You're not the only one. Everybody does that. That's understandable.
Hazlo ya en el Excel Center. Las clases se inician muy pronto, así que inscríbete hoy mismo por medio de su página de internet excelcenter.org.
I'm like, I'm looking for you, Victor. You're like down there.
Oh, I'm tying my shoes.
Hello.
Well, I know it was supposed to record late tonight. They didn't say anything about early during the day.
Let's
Oh,
hope
it's
that it stops
coming
raining.
down.
Let's hope that it stops raining. I declared and decree it. Oh, I should have switched chairs. You're taller than me.
I
Switch. I just went, shoot.
There are pillows and everything.
I don't need the pillow, baby. This is tall enough. Thank you. You look nice.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
You think?
Providing first-class service to his client. Attorney Renzo Williams III can be reached by calling 219-884-6000. That's 219-884-6000 or at 3637 Grand Street in Gary, Indiana.
You think? Yeah, I think so too.
Or switch him.
That's okay. I can.
Now I.
37 Grand Street in Gary, Indiana. Headline Barbershop Talk, hosted by the first empty chair operator. You heard it here first. All of your favorite razor-sharp conversations, including neighborhood news, the latest in music trends, and who's who in the industry. Tune in every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. The headline of the day will be the conversation from the cutting-edge bearded barbers.
After knowing you so long, I finally earned one. Thank you.
It's every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m.
I thought I'd give you one every year.
No.
Okay, well, last year I can't say much because
Wow,
I didn't get
okay.
one last year. And I
all
bought
good.
it.
Okay.
I paid for
Do you
them.
need to explore your
It's okay.
options
The
and
kids
choose a
kinda
plan that covers
stole
your
Yeah.
medical needs?
Oh.
Call me.
Or just
I
like,
am Araceli
one.
Corona, a licensed
Is that Miss
insurance
Daisy
agent
coming in?
serving Illinois and
Oh
Indiana.
wow, bless her heart. Look at her.
968-6649
She's
and
got a chauffeur.
801
She's the oldest
1276.
As
Call me
in
and I am
longest
glad to
host.
answer your questions,
And
help you explore your options
So I could see
and
that.
plans. If you are turning 65, have Medicare, you may qualify to select a plan. I am a licensed
got a
and
chauffeur.
certified
I like
agent
that.
in Illinois. 773
Yeah, hey.
6619 and 219-801-1276. I look forward to your call.
13 Marines charged in human smuggling cases.
Cumple 65 años y tiene preguntas
Wow.
sobre sus
Nothing
coberturas de
surprises
Medicare.
me.
Necesita verificar sus
The
opciones
dog
y elegir un
number
plan
out there.
que mejor cubra sus necesidades médicas. Llámenme. Soy Araceli Corona, un agente de seguros sirviendo Illinois, Indiana. Háblenme al 773-968-6619 o 219-801-1276. Puedo ayudarle a contestar sus preguntas y explorar sus opciones de Medicare. Si tiene Medicare y quiere cambiar su plan médico hoy, usted puede calificar. Soy una agente licenciada y certificada y espero su llamada. Araceli Corona no está conectada con el programa federal de Medicare.
All right, welcome back. Bienvenidos. Estamos aquí otra vez en nuestra comunidad noroeste de Indiana. We're back on WLTH AM 1370, the Region's Choice and the People's Voice, and 92.7 FM, as well as 1370WLTH.com. And our guest finally made it safe and sound. A little wet because I heard it's raining out there. So let's just pray that it does not rain on the parade. Literally, not rain in the parade. Last Saturday, actually, the parade was awesome. It rained in the morning. It was cloudy and cold, and then the sunshine came so bright and hot. It's good. It's good. So, without further ado, drum roll. If I do that on the table, it's going to sound loud on the mics. We have Mr. Victor Gully, my brother and friend. How you doing today, Victor?
I'm fine yourself.
Oh,
And thank you for
good.
having me on the show.
Oh, yeah, no, we've been talking about it, and I'm so glad that you made time to be here. And I know that you stay very busy and doing great things, and I appreciate what you brought and decided to agree to bring it to Gary, Indiana. Gary is full of great things, and we just added one more great thing to Gary, Indiana, and that's a taste of theater. But before we talk about this event and a taste of theater, let's talk about you, Victor. Who are you? Some people don't know who you are. I know, but tell the audience and our viewers who you are.
Well, I'm just a regular old guy that grew up here in the Chicagoland area, and I went to college just like everybody else. And then after which I decided I got into theater and started doing my own shows. And then I decided to create this event, or I should say, the man upstairs gave me the vision to create this event. And all I did was answer the call and say, yes, I'll go do this.
But was there something that actually called your attention to go into theater? I mean, did you just wake up and say, or is there something that you went through or lived or saw that said, this is what I need to do?
Well, back in 2005 is when it all started. I was working for a company that allowed us to do shows to help showcase people's history. I wrote a show for the African Americans so people would understand their culture. And then I wrote a show for the Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay.
And after that, people received the show so well that they started coming to me asking me to write their shows. So, and at that point I said, that's when I knew that this is what I was supposed to do.
Nice. And so how long have you been doing
Since
theater?
2005. So was it 15 years?
Going on to 15, going on 15. Well, I know that you bring greatness to this festival like no other. I don't think there has been, that, to my knowledge, a festival of yours. How you bring people from all over the country together in one place for one common thing, and that is to showcase their work.
That's correct. And I also have to do one acknowledgement here. Eve, if it weren't for you bringing us to Indiana University, we wouldn't have a show there. So I have to thank you for that. Because
well, that's just God. I have a heart for Gary. I always say, there's greatness in Gary. There's greatness in Gary. I'm part of it. I'm a product of Gary.
And you are so right. And because of you, we are able to do the show there at Indiana University. It took some time, but we got it. We got the facility.
It's happening, and it's going to happen. So what is a taste of theater? What does it involve? Tell us.
It basically, you watch one scene of 5 different shows each night. So in essence, think of it like movie previews, but for live theater. So you're watching just a taste of each show. And then you get a chance to pull out your trusty cellular device and then and leave your comments, whether you like it or you don't like it.
Okay.
So you're not sitting there watching a play that you can't stand or you don't get for the entire hour and a half. You're only watching a small piece, and then you're giving your feedback.
How long is each scene or each playwright is allowed to bring on?
20 minutes. And we told them 20 minutes because just in case they go over that time, we have a 5-minute buffer.
No, wonderful. And of course, I've been a witness to your work. And I thank you for allowing me to be part of it. And, because I got that gift of gab, right?
Yes, you do.
We both do, Victor. And so I got to see what it's all about. I got to talk about it, what it's all about. So I encourage all of you, especially if you like plays, come and check it out. Now, every year you bring in different celebrities, different work, but I need the youth. If you are having the workshop for our youth, I really need you to stress that part for our educators, for our parents, not to miss out.
Yes.
Just great opportunity. Tell us about that.
Well, on Friday during the day, there is seminars that run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that right there is being offered free to any of the youth in the area that want to come and learn about theater. And then we received a grant from the Legacy Foundation to sponsor some more kids to actually do the Acting with the Stars piece or attend the festival that night. So it's just up to the kids and which one they want to participate in. And thanks to, again, a grant in part by the Legacy Foundation that they are able to attend.
Well, that's nice. So what age group are you inviting for the workshops?
I'm junior high through high school. So that right there would be, was it?
12, 13 and up?
Yes.
Give or take?
You know, I'm almost 50, so I forgot what junior high is now.
You're funny. Are you calling me old?
No, I'm saying I'm old. I'm old because I don't remember.
You just said the word 50, the number 50.
Yeah.
She's in that.
Yeah.
Look who's talking. Somebody's in the 60s category.
Am I saying anything?
No. You just did. So what does these workshops consist of, and who is spearheading these workshops? Because I'm
That's
excited
right.
to bring these people, to see these people that you're bringing.
Well, the first person that's always opens our festival is Renako Jahid. He is the acting coach for Jennifer Hudson. We give him 2 hours to basically help you um, learn what it is acting is all about, and then also encourage you on how to get started. And one of the people that took his class is now, his name is James Lett. He
Wow.
moved into acting completely after this class and after Taste of Theater. So I'll have to give him a shout out for that.
Yeah.
And then Darrell Owens is going to be teaching playwriting, how to write a great story. So if you're desiring to be a playwright, or you're thinking about that, he will teach that class. And then Dieta West will teach a class on television, meaning she is almost 70 and she
Yeah,
still
she looks
acts.
wonderful too.
Yes, she does.
Shout out to Miss West.
Yes, and she's still acting in movies made for television. She works for Aspire TV, so she'll be there teaching on that form of acting, because sometimes people forget that that's also an avenue where you can let your creative talent shine.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we're going to have Margaret Magdi talk about the Broadway etiquette. So, what are things that you should know and do when you're on Broadway? So, as opposed to showing up whenever you feel like it, Broadway actors show up 30 minutes early, and they have a specific type of etiquette on set, or when they're in that space. And then lastly, we're going to have William L. Johnson, who is from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. Our very own William Johnson is coming back.
Yes, he is. And we're going to give him
Excited.
his own master class to talk about how he made it, because I think that's critical. And then, of course, Todd Rashan who is a voiceover agent. So if you think that you like to possibly let your voice shine.
Oh, so I need to talk to him.
Yes, you do.
Oh, well, come on, bring it on.
Oh,
I have that
notice how
voice.
seductive that voice got.
Well,
Ooh.
people say, I like to call you just to hear your voicemail. I'm like, you gotta stop. Am I blushing? I hope not.
Yes.
It's hot in here.
Yes. And then I'll be talking, the last piece of that for the day is I'll be talking about the app that we've created for theater.
Yes. And I just have to commend you. You have been so focused that you throw me somewhere else and say, get out of here. I'm working on this. You are so focused on that app.
Mm-hmm.
And it's finally come to fruition.
Yes.
Tell us how that app works.
Well, the app basically modernizes the management of theater, because currently theater is all paper. So now this app will connect theater companies with actors, playwrights, venues, and production team members. And once they're all connected, the public can use their phone to find any play within 50 miles of their device.
Nice. Any 50 miles. So if I'm looking for a play for the weekend, I got to make sure, of course, download the app.
Yes.
And what do I hit play in Chicago? Or
no, you just tap one button that says near me, and it'll find any play within 50 miles of your phone.
Nice.
That's
and
happening
this is
that day.
for Android and iPhone, or iPhone?
But right now it's only on iPhone. Okay, but it will be on Android. Well, we have one part of it on Android. But
okay, so that made me smile.
yes.
I'm an Android user. Nice. So I know that it's taking you some time to finally get it done. And so we are thankful that you have been very diligent, and it's much appreciated, just even though you don't want to talk to me sometimes. But, I understand, because I get to see the product, the after effect of things. And so give us the dates, give us who are the playwrights. But first of all, wait. Who are the judges?
Oh,
talk to us about the judges. Drum roll.
The judges are, of course, Dieta West, who's from Aspire TV, William L. Johnson, Cinda Williams, who is in a movie called More Better Blues, Renako Jai-hee, who is, of course, the acting coach, Thea Cameron, who has been acting in several movies, Eric Lane, who's been in a ton of movies as well, and I almost forgot to mention that a part of this whole festival is something called Acting with the Stars.
Yes.
And that's where if you are an aspiring actor, you get a chance to do a reading from a Hollywood movie with the actor who was in
Nice.
the movie. So this year it is Robert Townsend and
Woo-hoo.
Leon from the Five Heartbeats who get a
All
chance to do a
right.
scene with. So just imagine doing a scene out of the
Wow.
Temptations with David Ruffin or Mr. Leon, or
Right.
doing a scene
Wow.
from the Five Heartbeats with Robert Townsend.
Nice.
So
Wow. So you have 2 days,
yes,
right?
October 11th and 12th.
From 11 to 10.
Yes.
Right. So what are we to expect other than looking at a beautiful theater? If you guys have not been to this theater in Gary, Indiana,
It's amazing.
where Ivy Tech and IUN are at, that's the science building,
Arts and
Science building, right on the corner of 35th and Broadway. You can't miss it. It's right on the corner, which I thought was easy access.
Yes.
Right there. People from Chicago, my Chicagoans, it's still happening. It may not be happening in Chicago this time, but it's happening in Gary. So just like me, Gary, I going to Chicago. Now you come to Gary.
Yes.
Right? So tell us about that theater and what are we to expect as we come in?
Wonderful. It seats 500 people, and the first show that you'll encounter on Friday at 7:30 is called Blood Brothers, and it's about two brothers who grew up in the same environment, but one decides to go one way, and the other decides to go down the road of perdition. And then it's really interesting how they have sworn to work with one another or look out for one another, but their paths are very different. And then the next play after that is called 8 Left, 7 Right, and it's about a woman who's getting married to a cop, but she's hiding a secret of drugs. So it's kind of embarrassing to the cop when you have a wife that's doing drugs.
Wow.
and selling drugs.
Isn't that something? A cop gets to arrest her own husband or wife. Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
So that sounds interesting.
It is. And
then
then
come and see it, guys.
Yes. And the next one is called Pastor Knows How to Put It Down, which is
Pastor knows how to put it down.
Yes.
Ooh, I hope on the pulpit.
That's exactly what it is. But he has a situation where someone is trying to take him out of his seat as a pastor.
Ooh.
That is a whole big plan to dethrone him out of that church.
Ooh.
And then the last show for that evening is called Finding Deborah. And that's about a woman who has been verbally abused by her mother, sexually abused by her uncle, and then all of the above by her soon-to-be husband.
Wow, that sounds intense.
It is.
And while we're feeling that intensity, we're going to go for a commercial. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these. Wow. My Facebookers, YouTubers, join us. Support the cause. Bringing art to our children's world by the adults and young people. We have young people also that, you were thirsty. Here you go. Cool off, man. I'm thirsty too, but go ahead. I'm going to go get some more. One already down one too.
My second one.
Yeah, see, it's just warm in here. I thought it was me. It's hot. But then again, I'm wearing a thick shirt. Huh? Is it on?
It feels better now than it was before when I first walked in here.
Oh, really? Well, I have long sleeves, so I can't tell. Yeah. Unless it's hot flashes, I don't know. But anyway, are you guys learning something of what's coming to Gary, Indiana? And I would love to see you there. We have our own playwrights from the community that will be there, and we're going to talk about it when we come back on the air. All right?
That's right. We have
Yeah.
You don't need to be involved in an auto accident requiring the need to show.
That's true. You do have some playwrights in Gary, thanks to you.
I won't take credit, but I follow my heart.
Yeah, but if it weren't for you sending Cameo.
And he loves that, and it was a challenging moment for him. Should he do it or not because of his mom's passing?
Yeah.
He tossed and turned about it, prayed about it. I'm like, dude, this is what she wants you to do. What is he gonna do? Be a pity to your own self. Come on, you got work. We got art to show. Your gift is on stage.
He's got a gift.
Ooh, he has a gift, don't he?
He's got a gift.
Wow. I hope you're watching. I've been inviting everybody and their mother to watch it. Because we do need the support, not only for Gary, Indiana, but for a taste of theater. And we're going to talk about the finances as well.
Call Mo at 219-884-7506. Park Insurance. Need more? Call Mo. Need more? Call Mo. Need more insurance? Call Mo. He's the
Call
man
Mo,
with the
'cause you need Mo.
insurance plan. Need more? Call Mo. Need more? Call Mo. Need more insurance? Call Mo Griffin at 219-884-7506.
And so, you know, this is for everybody. It's not just African. So,
I was going to ask that because we actually had 1 year. We'll talk about that.
yeah.
With
And
Hano, may he rest in peace.
yes, and we also had a white guy, Tom
Yes,
Parks,
yes, same year, no?
2014, the year before.
Yes, yes, I remember. I remember.
This new sound is only heard on AM 1370 WLTH, the region's choice, the people's voice.
Atención, recibidores de Medicare. Cumple 65 años y tiene preguntas sobre sus coberturas del Medicare. Necesita verificar sus opciones y elegir un plan que mejor cubra sus necesidades médicas. Diana, háblenme al 773-968-6619 o 219-801-1276.
Yes,
Puedo ayudarle a contestar sus preguntas y
Okay, I'm
explorar
gonna
sus
read them right
opciones
now.
de
Just,
Medicare. Si tiene
I
Medicare
was
y
invited.
quiere cambiar su plan
Everybody
médico
watch.
hoy, usted puede calificar. Soy una agente licenciada y certificada y espero su llamada. Araceli Corona no está conectada con el programa federal de Medicare.
Wait, am I getting the right person's last name? All right, welcome back to Nuestra Comunidad. We are live here in the studio, and I'm going to be leaving shortly to run to Kosciuszko Park, and I hope to see you guys there as I will be emceeing a beautiful thing that I got to learn last year. Didn't get to see that many butterflies in one place as I did there. So we have, of course, none other than our awesome, wonderful friend here, Victor Gully, doing some awesome things, and it's happening in Gary, Indiana. So we're talking about what we should expect as we come in to the theater.
Mhm.
And is there a price, and where can they go get tickets? Tell us about that.
The price is $25 each night.
That's it?
Yes.
So even the chair got excited. Wow, it's certainly worth that, if not more than that.
Yes, and if you want to do the acting with the stars where you're with doing a reading with Robert Townsend or Leon, that's $125. So we try to make it reasonable so that everyone can get the experience, because it's more about the experience as opposed to the amount of money that is charged. And the plays that are happening on Saturday night, one of them is featuring someone from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course we have to thank again E for referring him in.
Anyway.
He's the only playwright. We've been doing this since 2012. He's the only playwright in all 6 years that has ever received a standing ovation for his play.
Yes.
It was unbelievable. Brought people to tears.
I was just about to say I didn't have my tissue. I think a lot of people didn't have their tissue. So I'm going to advise them right now. Please bring your tissue.
Yes.
Because he's coming back.
Yes, he is. Coming back on Saturday for his play called God Gave Me a Second Chance. And it's going to be really interesting. And then, but the night opens up with a play called The Room. And this play is about, just imagine you've died and you're meeting Jesus. And he's in the room with you. And he's reading every single sin that you've ever committed over your entire lifetime.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, that's called The Room. And yeah, so that's going to be tough. And then the next one is called The Wedding, and it's about four guys are going through their lives as one of their friends one of the four is getting actually getting married. And of course, cameos play. And then there's the next play is a murder mystery. So it's who did it? What happened? Which person is going to
Someone
die?
like Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And then the last play of the evening is called The Secret. And that right there is about a wife who's having an affair with her husband's brother. And her daughter walks in the room.
I have some questions. If I
Yes.
may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just this Saturday,
It's 40.
I got a chance to go see
8 minutes
Victor.
after the hour.
Jimmy Smits in
Oh
Chicago.
my goodness, I would look.
There, so my question is, first of all, is the Taste of Theater a non-for-profit organization?
Definitely not for
Okay.
profit.
Second of all, because I never got an answer here, are there going to be vendors, vendor opportunities?
You never got the
there
answer
or
because I
not?
never got the
Okay,
information.
so are there going to be opportunities to be a vendor at this event?
Well,
That's the organization I was talking to you about. So Juan
Okay.
will
awesome.
tell
So
you
I
about
want to
that.
explain. Yeah, so is there an opportunity to have vendors there or
there's
not?
also there's an opportunity to be a vendor. Yes.
Could you just say right now how much the fee would be to be a vendor?
We're actually still working that out, but the
Working
only
that out.
catch is that there's restrictions from the university, so I have to adhere to those, and so I can definitely let you know what that is. But
Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten back to you, Juan.
And third of all, if I may,
Mhm.
I'm a member of an organization which is a non-for-profit called the Indiana Filmmakers Network. It is the
Awesome.
only. It is a non-for-profit organization. It may be the only statewide non-for-profit of its kind. I understand. There's about like 8 or so different hubs throughout the state of Indiana. It is the Indiana Filmmakers Network is a statewide organization for creators, for people that are looking, that are maybe in the process right now, creative projects that are looking to make it big in the film industry. So it's for aspiring actors, actresses, and so forth in the field. I'm part of that organization. I'm part of the Northwest Indiana hub, and there's several hubs throughout the state.
Mhm.
So that's why I was asking to see if there's an opportunity to be a vendor, that maybe the Indiana Filmmakers Network can be a vendor at this event. Also, so like I said, we just had, we have people that have created actual movies and so forth that we've seen and so forth. So I'm trying to pitch this to our organization here. We meet once a month actually at the was it the IMAX in Portage in
Cool.
Portage on Ridge Road there. But
Mhm.
so I'm planning on going both days and so forth. And I think it is important for to promote plays, culture, and everything else within
Yes.
our communities here, because like you said, we do have a lot of people that are very talented. They just need the opportunity within hopefully their neighborhoods to be able to promote what they do.
That's correct, and it's open to all. It's not just for African Americans. It's for everyone that wants to, be a part of this event. And so, doesn't matter what if you're, black, white, Puerto Rican. It's for everybody.
Right. There's theater in everything. And before I stand corrected, Joel Perez, I mismentioned your name. I apologize. The name that stuck to me was the name I saw earlier. So Joel Perez, on my way soon. So he is the one that hosts the Monarch Festival. But there was several years ago where we came across a common friend, and
Yes.
that is Jano.
Jano Fuentes.
Jano Fuentes has had a heart for theater.
Yes.
I mean, from his heart. He showed
Yeah.
love in his plays, and so he took part one year in your festival.
Yes, he did.
Right?
2015, and then he was. It was like I let him. He closed out the whole show, and his play was called Fun,
Mm.
and it was a musical, a Spanish musical, which they translated to English for our festival.
Yeah.
So that everyone would understand it. But it was an amazing showcase, and it got a chance. At least people from a different community got a chance to see what this musical was all about,
Right.
and learn a little bit about the culture at the same time. So I have to thank him, God rest his soul, for that.
That was great too, and his plan was to bring his theater to Indiana.
Yes.
But it wasn't possible, and thank you for giving him that presentation and acknowledgement and recognition. the following Taste of Theater Festival
Yes.
with some of his actors.
Yes.
Thank you.
And for those who probably are listening and trying to figure out what happened, Mr. Ohana Fuentes was passed away the year after he did the festival due to violence in the community.
Census.
Yes. So we definitely had to honor him and all that he brought to the festival, because it was so timely what he did, and it was very uplifting what he brought to the event.
Yeah, a beautiful person with no hate in his bones. I mean,
Yes.
just nothing but love. And so we spoke that common language,
Yes.
love. And I appreciated everything he did. And we went to see one of his plays too.
Yes, we did.
And it was awesome, even though you
Yes.
didn't understand everything that was being said,
Yes.
but you appreciated the art.
I sure
Because
did.
that's an international thing, art.
Yes, it is.
So in theater. So real quick, we're running out of time. Victor, give us again the location, and we need the support from the community. If you are a teacher, an educator, an administrator, you know what, pass the word around. I will be sending it to the boards of East Chicago, Hammond, and Gary, because it's so needed that our youth need to take advantage. You not be selfish and let our students go on the date Friday for the
Yes.
workshops. Give us some more information and repeat again, please.
The workshops are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's at the Arts and Sciences Building at Indiana University Northwest, 3400 Broadway Street in Gary, Indiana. It's on the second floor in the auditorium, and that will run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on that Friday evening, October 11th and 12th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., there are performances. You'll watch one scene of 5 different plays each night. And of course, you can give your opinion on it. And then on Saturday afternoon, if for those aspiring actors, you can do Acting with the Stars, do a reading from a Hollywood movie with the actor who was in the movie. And again, the cost for that is $125. And then the evening time, of course, is the performances, and each night is $25. Or if you do both nights, it's we discount it at $40.
So it's best to take advantage of the 40. That go for 2.
Yes, it's
go
a cheap
for the
date.
gusto.
Yes.
I'm telling you, go and have dinner and come to it, because it starts at 7, so there's plenty of time.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to even meet the judges, to even meet. I mean, I had the pleasure and honor to have met Tommy Ford.
That's right.
A year before he passed. And so he was from the show Martin. You guys remember?
Yeah.
Gina. You guys had to be there, inside joke. So I've been involved with you. How long have I known you? Oh my goodness, it's been a while.
2014, when the first year we had Shelley Garrett in.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
The Garretts. Yeah.
The Garretts, and then it was after that it was Tommy Ford and Lydia Diamond and Eric Lane and Drew Sidora.
Yeah. I mean, so it's been going on for some time.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Kay.
That's right.
Kay made the connection.
Abrams.
Kay Abrams, Mama Kay. Shout out to you. And one more time, give the dates and the location, and where can we get tickets? Where can we donate? Where can we sponsor?
Well, where you can donate is at the Grant Theater, since we mentioned Kay Abrams, because everything, this event probably wouldn't be possible without Kay Abrams. So October 11th and 12th is where the event happens, and you can buy tickets either online at atasteoftheater.com. You click on tickets at the top, or you can go to the Grant Theater to pick up tickets, or you can just give us a call.
And where do we call?
It's on the website, which is sorry. Ooh, I almost gave the wrong number. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let me cut that one up.
But you can just call me directly. That's 312-488-9311.
Well, thank you so much, Vic. Time has run out, but I'm glad that you made it safe here.
Yes,
and
we did.
It's not raining outside, and we're going to go and enjoy the rest of the day. And we'll be back Friday, right, Juanito?
Yes.
Okay, you're making too much noise over
because we
there.
do have also Experience About Latino coming up.
You're making too much noise over there.
So no, I think it was just I
think your power went out.
No.
I
think it was updating. It was updating, so I think it's done.
Well,
Okay.
on that note, until next time, continue to watch, continue to learn, and continue to grow.
Yes.
Nos vemos a la próxima. Que tengan un buen fin de semana. Esperemos allá en Chicago. Los esperamos a todos allá en Chicago. En el desfile de Hammond, Indiana también. Y gracias, Victor Gully. Muchas gracias por estar
Thank
aquí
you.
con nosotros. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to support. And we'll put the website on our Facebook page as well, because we need to support. Quit being the crabs in the bucket. Stop beating each other just to get to the top. It gets lonely when you're by yourself. So let's all work together. Peace to you guys. Nos vemos. Hasta la próxima. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
It's in the car. I can get it though.
You got
Also-
my